what's stopping? Why doesn't somebody just start a team and then have like a Frankie Muniz? He can start the car every day or every race, and then get out and let
Larson run.
Yeah.
Zilich run a week.
No.
Bush.
SVG,
Yeah.
Bush.
And just but he gets credited with the 30 wins they'll get him. Rolling, green. The rookie lap is green. All clear. Go get him. No rookie moves.
Welcome to the rookie lap. All right.
Did you ever get the giggles and you just stuck?
No, this is going to be the intro. I'm sticking with this.
Okay.
This weekend we raced at Daytona.
Y'all should have heard the joke Austin just told.
It was a pretty good race. It really was. They did a lot of things you would have never thought to see in this race. I got to tell you. Without further ado, let's talk about it.
Well, let's start with Austin because he was there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went down there Saturday. There's a lot of things that y'all don't know about at that track. That's all I can say.
I've been there a bunch of times, but what don't we know?
Well, they got snipers standing at the top of the stadium with some pretty nice guns in case somebody wants to try something.
That sounds like a good job for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go apply.
Yeah.
Me too.
The people in front of us will lighten up weed on every restart. Old ladies, too.
Crap. They used to do that at drag races real bad. I hate to see that get creeping in NASCAR.
Well, it was some old people.
Well, maybe they had glaucoma.
I don't know. Yeah.
Trying to make an excuse for old people. I don't know.
Since they got the backstretch clear, all you saw off the backstretch was police chases going by. There were blue lights running down the outside behind the wall.
Blue light special.
Well, hopefully they weren't out running the race cars.
Maybe they did. I think there was a Lamborghini chase.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
okay. Well, sounds good.
Then,
I've never seen all that kind of excitement.
yeah. And then, of course, outside the area, there was some homeless guy right on the side of the road just laying on the ground. I'd be surprised if he didn't get hit by somebody by this point. And, scenic area. There was a deer and some lights.
I think it was an old NASCAR driver that was just washed up and trying to get in the track for free or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate that.
So what was the race like? I mean, being down there, the experience, did it go like most of the other ones you've been at Daytona other than all the craziness?
Yeah, the big one just happened too early. I feel like it killed it. I mean, it was a very good race all the way through, but I feel like that took a lot of stuff out of it. I mean, you had, with me and just a bunch of other people, their driver was out before it even started.
Yeah, that's true, but it almost turned it into kind of like the Atlanta race that we were at,
Yeah.
where certain drivers went out and other people had opportunities, and I think made the best or tried to make the best of them.
Yeah, there was two sides.
It changed. Yeah, it changed the outlook of the race for sure. But it was a shame to see all those guys out that early. That it really hurt any chance they had for the season, and almost killed a couple of them, Bowman and Reddick.
Mm-hmm.
It really screwed them up through the day. We thought, but
Reddick was before that.
Well, yeah, that's right. But things turned out well for both of them. So I guarantee you that Bowman's probably one of the biggest Blaney supporters at the end of that race.
He said he was
7 million beers in debt.
7 million.
But Blaney said he'll take 5
million.
Yeah, 5 million.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
All right.
I heard
7
that
million beers.
somebody said they saw Bowman come out of his hauler after the checkered flew. They said you could see his hands. They were literally just shaking.
Yeah. Well, that's a heck of a thing to be a Hendricks driver and know you might not even make it in the top 16. So, yeah, I guess there would be a little shaking going on, wouldn't there?
Yeah. But he's in.
He's in. Well, I guess before we get too deep into this, what did you get to catch much of, since you were going up there, did you get to catch enough of the Xfinity race to Xfinity for now, soon to be O'Reilly
O'Reilly
Auto Racing.
Yeah. Yeah,
guess.
no, I watched it at the house. We were still there.
That's
for
right. We
that.
were talking about it. So here's what I want to know. Here's my big question about that race. Who do we congratulate? Connor Zillich or Parker
No,
Kligerman?
Parker
Parker
Kligerman.
Kligerman.
Amen, brother. I'm glad we're all
He's
on
the
board
one who
with that.
ran most of the race. I mean, he did the job.
Two wins at Daytona this year, and none in the record book.
That's got to hurt.
He's won them. I meant lost them every way you can, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm sure you heard his interviews and all. He was very pumped. So I don't think, even though it's not going down in the records that he got a win, I think people saw what he could do.
I think he just said he wanted the flag. He told Connor he could have the trophy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said. But
then-
hopefully they'll make him a nice trophy or do something nice for him. He did a heck of a job for him.
Yeah, he deserves a ride. There's no reason that he should not be in a car right now.
Well, there's a ride open next year
Yes, and the car he just won.
in that car.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he be a heck of a fit for that?
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to take that ride?
Yeah, we were
I
wondering
hadn't
that.
thought about that.
Yeah. I'm putting my vote in for him.
I'm putting
How
in for
old is
Butterbean.
he?
Huh?
How old is
Pull it
he?
up real quick and see how old Parker Kligerman. He's probably what? Young 30s? Mid 30s? I'm just guessing.
Then again, Junior's kind of that guy that
He is
gives those guys a chance.
That's right.
35 years old.
Okay, I was dead on.
So
wasn't I?
he's right there with Barry.
That's
I
right.
think.
And who was the other guy Junior gave? What was the other guy? I can't remember his name now that he gave a ride to. The late
Barry.
model driver, huh? No, just
Are you talking about Bubba?
yeah,
Pollard?
Bubba Pollard. That's right. He gave Bubba a few chances too.
Yeah.
So that's maybe that's a possibility. I'd sure like to see it happen.
Yeah,
I think he's
too.
a good person for the sport, good spokesman for the sport.
Yeah, I mean, he carried a small team a good ways into the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
And
Think what he could
he's
do.
a
Yeah.
good driver.
Good driver and
Good
just,
guy.
just a good all around guy. Yeah.
Denny says that.
But he's got a motion, so he could never go to Hendricks.
Yeah.
But I
Thank you.
guess that's okay at Junior
Yeah.
Motorsports.
But Denny says that he's in the TV booth because the system's so broken that he makes more money as a talking about the drivers than being one.
Wow. Well, good for him. Either way, good for him because I like to listen to him and I like to watch him race.
Yeah.
I'm just curious if that's actually true.
It wouldn't surprise me.
No, not
I
at
mean,
all.
just the way that these things are going and how much some TV stations are willing to.
Well,
Yeah, for
Denny's
a lot
out there
of things.
fighting the broken system right now, so I guess he would know.
Yeah.
Their injunction is,
They got something going on Thursday, I think.
yeah, it's the injunction hearing. So,
And did you hear them, I guess, and Front Row Motorsports say that they couldn't last beyond the end of 2025 without a charter?
no.
I read that earlier. I hope it's not true. But
Well, I mean, like we've already said, NASCAR's got, I think, like 3 or 6 pages of people they say want to buy those charters, so they're already trying to sell them, so they're not going to have a spot if they wanted one.
yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Whatever. We'll see what happens.
yeah, the Xfinity race was real good. You know, since Austin Hills came back, he's wrecked 29 cars.
Man,
And that's just the ones we saw on TV. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
We don't know what he did after he left the racetrack.
he really is what everybody says Carson Hocevar is. Like I notice that every week, just nothing but chaos.
But do you think the
Something
one
on
at
the race.
Daytona was all on him? I didn't get to watch it. They didn't really show it enough, I guess, or I didn't go back and watch it enough to tell. But what's the general consensus? Did he cause that one?
I think so.
think he overplayed
it
his
wouldn't
hand.
It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I'm sure he was kind of upset because he wasn't up front where he normally is, and probably overdriving or driving extremely hard.
I think that's what happened. He overplayed his hand and he tried to go 4 wide, and he was the one that made contact first. If I can find the video here to pull up, I'll show you.
Oh no, I believe you. I believe you. I didn't research that one too much because I'm tired of watching them crash people, I guess.
29 people?
Yeah, 20. I didn't know that. That's from the stat guy. We got it. 20.
In 2
what-
races,
yeah.
I think.
Good God.
Yeah.
He's putting a lot of teams several $1 million in the hole.
Austin, who is that? We're gonna start calling him Austin. I'll put you over the hill.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just watching a little bit right now.
See him back there pushing the 40.
Bam, 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 bam.
Spins right around.
Yeah, that looks like a daggum pinball machine. Wow.
Those
Okay.
RCR cars looked a little more human this weekend, though.
Yeah, but who didn't? Those Junior Motorsports cars have some speed.
1, 2, 3,
Yes, sir.
and 10.
I mean, yeah, even through the race, though, there were times their cars showed some exceptional speed.
Well, I think, oh boy, Quapple. I think he came from 3 laps down to get 10th.
Yeah, he wound up 10th, which, yeah. But he had another bad day. Got in another wreck. Some
Yeah.
people just, bad luck follows them, and he might be that guy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a bad driver at all. It's just, how long do you stand behind a guy who continually has problems?
I don't know, but
We'll see.
rest of them 1, 2, 3, and what's the 88 car? 6 of the last 7 wins now, I guess.
I think that's what they said.
And
yeah.
next week is a road course, so it'll be 7 out of 8.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
I've pretty much.
Did Kyle Busch ever accomplish that? That sounds like we're getting into never done before.
Oh yeah, we're getting into
territory.
Mark Martin and Kyle Busch getting their tail whipped on the stats right now.
Yeah.
But I pretty much done given the championship away over there right now if something crazy don't happen.
So what would be more embarrassing, Zilish not winning the championship or Heim?
I think we're pretty much on, yeah,
I would say so.
even across the board there.
Because the name he's now built for himself across multiple series.
Well, I
like
guess,
those.
yeah, popularity-wise, I think Zilish would be more detrimental.
But who's
But
been
even-
dominant?
yeah, I
what you're
think
saying,
it would
yeah.
be Heim, honestly.
Yeah, maybe, but both of them definitely deserve a championship. Whether they'll get it or not this year, that remains to be seen. But
Yeah,
if they don't, there'll be a whole lot said about it
yeah.
because they've both been more than dominant.
Yeah, well, with that championship, I think at this point right here, leaving Daytona, NASCAR better be sending a nice thank you card to Ryan Blaney because he saved them a world of disaster.
Well, you were at the racetrack enjoying it, right?
Yeah.
Me and Connor and another guy y'all don't know that we were all here at the house watching it. And who do you think we were pulling for?
I was pulling for Cody Ware. I
There
don't know
you
y'all were
go.
pulling.
Yeah.
Oh, we were all on board, buddy.
Yes.
We were eating that up.
But I went ahead and looked earlier. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th all needed to win, and they are respectively 24th, 27th, 30th, and 33rd in points.
Yep.
So
We were watching that as well, but we were 100% behind Cody Ware.
If I didn't want to go get a roast beef sandwich from Arby's after that, I swear I don't know what, because I really. And I had him in my fantasy lineup, too. Everybody else said I was crazy.
'Cause
which
I
in the
think-
end, I was crazy.
I think when he first got there, our conversation went something like this. Well, he must have stayed out just so he could get Arby's on TV for a lap or two. And then he led, and we're like, boy, they better give him some more sponsorship. He did a heck of a job up there.
Well, according to Tommy Baldwin, he works with them. He said that at that point in the race, they just were there to have fun and go out and race for the night, and everybody else was saving fuel at that point. So, I think that played
Wow.
into why he led. so
That's
much.
great. Whatever. Hey, he was there. He got to run up front at Daytona for a while.
23 laps, I think. Which
More than ever. More than he's ever
how
led.
about he led more laps at Daytona than like a third of the field led this season.
Good for him. That's all I
Yeah.
got to say. Good
I
for
mean,
him.
that's-
That was one of the probably highlights of the race for me, was watching somebody like that get to be out there and say, "Hey, look at me, Mama, I'm leading the race."
Yeah, that was
I mean-
cool. I liked it. He was the only thing I had left to root for. So
And guess who Connor had in his picks?
Cody Ware.
I was laughing at him before the race. Now, well, you got to be kidding
He
me.
got up front. I'm like, what?
Yeah, oh,
I had him in my 36 picks.
Yeah, that's right. You did, didn't you? I didn't have him nowhere near anything that I picked. So
But it looks like another one we need to start looking at the plate tracks is Cole Custer. He's starting
Yeah.
to show up at them consistently.
He almost had the win there for a
He
little
almost won the 500 this year.
Mm.
He was right behind them. I think he was the one that was. He was running top like 3rd or 4th at the 500 on the last lap. and he got 4th here, but only by 49 thousandths of a second.
Yeah.
From
Well,
winning.
there were more people that positioned themselves in a place to have a shot at winning this race several places through the race, and especially closer to the end, and you know, than I've seen in a while. I got some notes written down here. I was talking about when Cody took the lead. Cody Ware took the lead, and all that was great. Then Ty Dillon took the lead. Then Ross took the lead. Then Shane took the lead. Then McDowell took the lead, and then they were back and forth for the lead. Now, how often do you get to see something like that at Daytona? Usually it's a couple Penske cars out front, or Brad or whoever, holding the lines up for lap after lap after lap. But
that's what I was worried about.
The second stage was probably one of the greatest stages I've ever seen at Daytona, for sure. Just with everybody pushing hard, trying to get the lead, making moves.
Yeah. I mean, it really emphasizes that whole you never know what you're going to see at Daytona. I mean, really.
No, but it was just instead of a follow the leader deal or getting.
But yeah, but it was a race.
They never really, you know, how many races do you see there at Daytona where they run side by side for how many ever laps, and then now they get single filed, and then they just make lap after lap after lap.
But I don't think they ever really found a single file group.
Yeah, there were a couple times there were 5 or 6 or 7 that made a breakaway and got, but it didn't last.
No.
Yeah, I don't. From all the people I heard in there, a part of it that were talking, they said it's just a mixture. That first big wreck thinned out the field to where they could have space between the cars and make moves, and then you had guys that were saving and guys that weren't, so people could make progress if they decided to go. But yeah, I mean, I think that's the closest to old school plate racing that we've had in a long time.
I rather enjoy that one, yeah. Like, as opposed to many that I've seen in the last several years. That race, it kind of kept us on the edge of the seat watching it. Who's going to do this? And at the end of it, God, who's going to win?
And especially when they
Who's
did
gonna win
that
the stages?
huge wreck before stage 1 even ended. I mean, you know, we all talk about every week, oh, they have a big wreck, stage 3, but I believe I said something about it last week where I said I think we would see something crazy before stage 3. And sure enough, before stage 1 was even over with,
I mean, hey,
Bubba goes and takes out half the field.
Is that the way you got it, Austin? Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Is this one on Bubba?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You think it's on Larson?
No.
How do you call it?
It's Bubba's spotter. That entire exchange, he never told Bubba he was 3 wide.
I can go with that.
Never said it.
But it still falls back on Bubba at the end of the day because he's in the car, I guess, if they're going to throw somebody.
I mean, he can't spot himself.
No, you're absolutely right, but he is in the car, so that's who's going to come down as the heel.
Yeah, I mean, they can say it, but it's
Right.
not his fault. I mean,
and I guess if you listen to his interview, he said he would take the blame if he had to or something along those lines.
Yeah, I mean, he said he took the blame.
But
yeah.
It was kind of under his breath or whatever. Maybe that he just didn't want to throw his spotter under the bus for not doing his job.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Freddie. He's a good guy, and I just listened to his show, and he said he'd take the blame if he screwed it up. So
he's sitting there watching it on the screen now. I want to know how in the heck Joey Logano came out of that with a car good enough to run out front like he did afterwards. It must have just squeezed both corners of the nose in just perfect because his car was fast after that.
Mm-hmm.
I think his fans had it backwards. Did you hear about his fan in the garage?
No.
Well, for those who don't know, Bowman had an electrical issue before the race, and NASCAR was letting the team try and work on it to make sure the car would run. And so the team's in there working, cranking the car, turning it off, trying to figure out what's going on, and a Logano fan is in there and walks by and starts heckling him, "Oh, you Hendrick cheaters, I hate you." But maybe he didn't realize that Joey's the cheater. I don't know.
I think they just narrowed him up just right because he got fast after that, which he was fast through the race. But
he didn't
I know you
lead
can't see
until
it
halfway through the race, though.
Oh, yeah, I know. But you can't see it. But, I mean, both cars banged him and both fenders just squeezed him.
Well, those cars are just so tough.
I guess they are because that was a pretty good lick.
Because everybody there thought Reddick was done for the night when he hit. And I think he finished like 22nd or so, but there were points that he was running right at the top 10 with that car.
Yeah, he had a car that he could stay up behind somebody and do something with still. I don't think he could be out front by no means with what he had left.
But the fact
hey,
that he could still
sometimes
stay in the pack.
sometimes stay with the pack, you'll wind up with a top 10.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't shake out for him, and it definitely didn't shake out for Bowman, because when he got out, I'm sure he was sweating bullets. But we've been over that.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, leading up to the checkered flag, the 12 previous laps were all led by non-playoff drivers.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then Blaney comes from 13th to 1st in 2 laps. I mean, we talk about Earnhardt doing 17th to 1st and 4. That was crazy.
Yeah, I've watched that a few times, and it was just the perfect scenario for him. The right pushes, everything just worked out right for him is all.
But you know, that's not even the most impressive thing to me, because Suarez came from 19th to 2nd, and Eric Jones came from 25th to 5th.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I didn't even realize Jones was up there, and they showed him at the end of the race, and I saw he did what?
Yeah.
Because he got booted out right there close to the end, and well, and a matter of fact, I made a comment. I said, well, his night's over.
Yep.
And
It
darn-
wouldn't have been if he had a couple more laps.
Yeah, well, maybe one. That's probably all it would have
Yeah.
taken had things gone his way, but yeah.
He had that Richard Petty paint scheme going on. It was that fuel to race to the front, that they had running through him.
Do y'all think,
Looked really good, by the way.
was Larson doing that stuff intentionally?
What stuff?
Well, Eric didn't just lose it by himself. He was getting shoved by a 5 car, and a lot of other people were too. That 60 car that got shuffled out was too. I think Larson was playing Bowman's hero for the night.
There's been a little speculation about that. I did hear some interview with Larson, and he was just talking about trying to push people getting to the front. But who knows? I mean, you can't fix a race, but you can change the outcome of one, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, he took several people that they didn't need to win and got them out of contention.
You say all that, but the other side of that coin is something that we sit there and watched as they closed down to the end of the race. You had on the outside, you had Larson right behind him. You had Elliott, and then Bell was behind him, and then Byron was directly behind him. They had an opportunity. They did try to move.
But they waited too long.
Yeah, they waited too late, and they didn't really make a good effort, because Elliott wouldn't never suck up on him and try to help. But you had 3 cars there that could have got together and certainly put one of them. They just do not work together well. The Hendricks cars don't work together well. Maybe they help each other out, like you're saying, but as far as working together well to help teammates, they just don't do it on the track when they have opportunities like that.
Yeah.
But they had a clear one right there. And
oh, yeah.
Like you said, they did try something eventually, but it was just it was too late, because at that point, if they would have done it, maybe 3-4 laps earlier, they could have recovered probably.
But I mean, go for it with the 4 of them. If Bell goes with you, good. If he don't, have Byron tell him, hey, we're shooting high, or we're going to do whatever. Try to leave Bell hung out. But I'm not in there with them. But I've too many times seen where as a team they just don't work together well. And some of the other ones are pretty much the same. I guess just find the right guy and help him out, and if he's your friend, or it just happens to work that way. Who was it? One of them was talking about how badly the Chevrolets line up on Chevrolets. They only line up good on Fords, so who knows?
And Larson was talking about how different manufacturers don't push the same. Like, you can lock on with a Ford, but you can't lock on a Toyota. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, whatever. Did it look 4 wide for the finish?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've heard everybody say it's 4 wide, but
it's 4 wide, and then 3 wide right behind it.
Which Blaney was far enough ahead, I guess you could say it wasn't really, but he's also enough back to where, I mean, his back wheel is in line with Justin Haley's front wheel and all, and their cars next to him are all in line, so I would call that 4 wide.
I think that's the closest 4 wide finish we've ever had.
Yeah.
Which, do you realize that means in the last 2 years we've now had our closest 2 wide, 3 wide, and 4 wide finishes? And Blaney and Suarez have been in 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Is that a product of what the drivers are doing, or is that what the cars are giving them now? I hope it's what the cars are giving them at Daytona now, and it'll continue to be that way. I mean, it don't have to be a 3 or 4 wide finish, but just the racing itself. Hopefully, it'll continue to be this
I
good.
think that was just the perfect circumstances.
Kind of like Atlanta, just things,
Yeah.
just the way it played out.
Yeah, you had people that needed to win, people that didn't want them to win, people that were saving fuel, people that weren't, a thinner field. There was just a bunch of stuff going on. I found it to be a funny coincidence along with that. I guess nobody probably noticed it, but I looked and Buescher and Larson finished 1,000th of a second apart, so they must have been a photo finish too, because they went back and changed that. So they had another two. Those two repeated their Kansas deal.
Yeah. So I didn't go back and look. They had Larson in 7th. How did that wind up playing out after they changed things?
They moved him up to 6th.
Okay, I didn't never see that. I just looked at the end of the race.
So Larson's gotten a good end on both of their photo finishes. That's golden boy, whatever.
Somebody give him his due, because you never see Larson do this good at a super
He
speedway.
did
Somebody
very
got to give
well.
him some praise
Yeah.
here. I mean,
He got a stage
he did
win.
really good at Atlanta earlier this year.
Yeah, maybe he's
when they
turned
went
things
there
around
first.
at plate tracks.
Yeah.
But it's not always up to you what happens at a plate track. A lot of other people, just like Bush out there running along, everything's good, just fine, and bam, well, my day's over.
And he had a good car for a lot of
Yes,
for
he did.
The first part of that, he did.
Yeah. Well, trying to see if I got anything else written down. I do have. I'm noticing that there's one guy who's on a much bigger run right now than everybody else, and that would be Blaney. 6 top 10s in a row now. Nobody else has more than 3.
Right.
And they're hitting it when they need to be. I think that's worrisome for everybody else.
I'm sure it gives some of them concern, because we know Penske can show up during the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh, and then how did TV cover this? What about Denny and his wheel?
I don't know why Denny was even out on
Yeah.
that racetrack. He was just in the way. I hate to say it. I'm sure he was trying to make an extra point or whatever, but
He's a wheelman.
what?
Or
Yeah,
he's not.
but yeah, but what I saw on the racetrack was they were lapping him way too often.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was meeting minimum speed, or they would have taken
Yeah, I
him
mean,
off
he
track.
finished on the lead lap.
But how many laps how many times did he get it back?
Like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I know, but he was just that slow. It wasn't safe for him to be out there, I don't think.
Well, probably not, but like we had mentioned last week, that fight for second in the points was only 23 points apart from second to 6th, so he was losing 5 points there, which he ended up losing all of them. He was worst of the 5, so then he went from now I think he has 23 playoff points. He could have had 27, so
Yeah.
or 28. Yeah, but I don't know. At the track, we were just like, he got a flat wheel and he's still going, no caution. Okay, caution. He's still on the track.
Yeah, I don't know.
Another lap.
Well,
He's still on the track.
on TV, originally they said they played his in-car, and it said, I can't turn the car, but I think he didn't want to turn the car.
No, I
Because
don't
eventually
think
he was able to.
Yeah, I think he was just.
I guess the steering just airlocked mysteriously for a lap or two, and then it got better.
I think Denny's had enough with NASCAR, so he figured he'd just piss him off for a week.
Yeah, push me, shove you, huh?
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
Because, I mean, he
as well.
stayed out there for 2 or 3 laps. And they said NASCAR was on the radio yelling at him to get off or stop because he was spreading debris. And he kept rolling, I think, at least for a lap. It was funny, though.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I'm sure the cleanup crew didn't.
No. Hey, that's Denny. He's earned it. He's been out there doing this long enough. He's earned to be a little pissed off once in a while, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so I got another question for you.
Okay.
Who the heck's building Carson Husqvarna's engines?
Hendrick?
Yeah.
Well, who at Hendrick? Because there's got to be one guy that needs his bell rung. How do you blow up a plate track motor?
Because he ain't wrecked no Hendrick cars. He's smarter than that, I think. He's pretty stupid, but that's the one thing he hasn't done.
I don't know.
No, but I'm just saying he's blown up what?
2 or 3.
2 or 3
He
times.
blew up at the 600.
Yeah, but I mean, but a plate race engine is detuned so much.
Mm-hmm.
I understand things are mechanical and crap's going to happen, but it so seldom happens anymore. When it happens to one guy more than once, you go like,
Well, who's the driver he's feuding with right now? Somebody that want to tamper with his car.
None
All
of
of them.
Yeah, well, yeah. It might be like, you ever see Star Wars? You ever see The Phantom Menace?
Yeah.
You know when they go to pod racing and all that, Anakin's about to race Sebulba, and Sebulba don't like him, and he goes over and like pulls off a piece of his pod racer, and the whole thing just tries to blow up at the start. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Stenhouse is going in his car and just pulls off a...
Or like at a go-kart track. You need to go see one of these where guys are racing around a go-kart track. Somebody's pissed at somebody else, and they go by and snatch a spark plug wire off while they're racing.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see a fight at a go-kart track? That'll get you a fight at a go-kart track. But I've seen that happen many times.
Yeah.
I've never done it. I've thought about it a few times when I was go-kart racing, but I never did pull that one.
No.
Did they play the Ware Crew incident on the TV?
Remind us what it was, because I
You
don't
can
remember.
blame. I think you can blame them for why he got shuffled out so bad. Because I don't really know. I never got to really hear it. I saw like a transcript, but I think it was like the lap of, and they get on and tell him, "You got to pit this lap," and he said, "Well, can you give me more of a heads up? I got a lot going on out here."
Oh, they did. They did.
Yeah, I
they
did
sure
hear that.
But then they came back and said that wasn't with him. That was on Channel 2, and that the spotter didn't hear what lap to pit because of something. So I don't know, but they screwed up there. And I had a feeling that even if he did stay up front, his pit crew would be his issue, because there's no way they can pit as fast as those other guys.
No, we knew it wasn't going to last, but it was good to see.
Yeah.
Well, there were a lot of things out there. There was one thing I've been thinking of in the pits. I was going to try to find a way to bring it up, but Keselowski's guys down there wasn't it, or closer to the beginning of the race, they decided to play football and tackle each other.
Yeah, they were playing football.
Keep them
on
from
pit
going
road.
over the line.
Did you hear about that, Austin? The gas guy got stuck in a little bit in the tank when he took off, and as he took off, I guess they had one of their big old boys that was on the pit crew there. He got in front of the guys and just kind of body slammed him and took him down so he wouldn't go out of the box with the gas can. That was pretty cool, yeah.
Oh,
I heard about John. I thought it was John Hunter's spiel, man. They said
there was something with
he
another
tried
car.
to pull out while they were still fueling it, and so that guy was yanking the can out and ended up like rolling down pit road.
Yeah, that happened, but he actually went out of the box. But Brad's guy, he bull rushed him and knocked him down so that he wouldn't go out.
Yeah,
of
no,
it.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. They showed that one on television as well.
And I heard Ross screwed up Blaney's stop one time pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd heard when that happened, I thought I'd even mentioned it, something about it. I thought NASCAR was going to penalize him, but they didn't. I don't think they did. I didn't never see
they did.
He went all the way to the tail?
I
didn't never see him go completely
he got
to
a
the
penalty,
tail.
so I would guess he did.
Okay, maybe he
think
did.
NASCAR
If he
would've
went
let
to the
him
tail, he
not.
came back up pretty quick.
Yeah.
I
mean, the tail wasn't that far back after you got all them cars wrecked out.
Well, yeah,
so.
that's true. But there was just so much going on. I mean, like I say, there's so many different strategies and so many different crazy things going on at the track with how everybody was doing things that, it was kind of hard to keep up with all of it.
Yeah.
Because here's another one I got. Here's, let's see, on lap, I think it's 99. Chastain won stage 2. Then they start back. So Nemechek takes the lead. And then Austin Dillon takes the lead. Then Joey takes the lead. Then Briscoe takes the lead. Then Jones takes the lead. And Joey takes it back. I mean, that's just,
Man.
how can you ask for more? And then, of course, AJ had engine problems. I don't know. Did anybody ever hear exactly did he blow up, or do we know what happened there?
I never heard anything about him. He finished one lap down.
Well, they said he had an engine problem on the TV, and then I never heard anything more.
Yeah,
I didn't
never
know.
heard about that at all.
Okay.
He got the fastest lap.
Yeah, he did get the fastest lap, and that was on lap like 145, so that was getting down in the race pretty good.
They had a bunch of confusion over that because MRN and the track announcers and everywhere I saw one of them would say it was Allmendinger, and one of them said Blaney got it, and another one said a third driver got it. They couldn't figure out.
Well, on NASCAR's webpage, it did have AJ.
I think they finally decided.
Yeah, as having, and it was considerably faster from what I read when I was reading the numbers.
Yeah,
he
no,
must have really got a good draft off of somebody.
those things actually matter because
Get you a
Larson
point.
came out, all those races he just decided to wreck for no reason at the beginning or whatever, or have mechanical issues. So they'd work on the car for 800 laps and then come out and run the fastest lap. I think they said he did that 6 times this year, and he got his spot in points by 2 points.
Yep.
So
About 6, 7 times,
You
maybe.
play the game the way it's laid out in front of you.
what happened with Joey? I never.
Joey spun out on his own.
Yeah, Eric never
I- I
got on his
think-
rear bumper.
I think maybe his spotter might have done the same kind of thing as Bubba, or maybe he told him to move down too quick, or I don't know.
Yeah.
And maybe he didn't. But that was kind of odd because Joey usually does a great job of blocking up front. And somehow when he came down, it just
Ain't getting
all
old.
getting old.
But you could see
Well, he
on
wears
TV,
glasses
though.
now too.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, there was. It wasn't a huge space, but there was a space.
No,
he
he
never
never-
got
he
on.
never-
Yeah,
got-
everybody was saying that Jones never touched
They
him.
showed it over and
Yeah.
over and over from every angle they could. And Jones never touched him. If he says something to Jones,
I was wondering if it was air.
it had to be there. But he was
couldn't-
coming down the track at that time
Yeah.
and splitting 2 cars behind
Coulda
him.
hit an
And I
airplane.
think they were just too close nose to nose because usually there's a little gap one car to the other, and it probably creates a little more downforce when you get in front of the other car because
Yeah.
usually it's not caught up as much. But they were pretty much even.
Yeah.
So I think it just took the air off.
Yeah,
all
they
at once.
interviewed him on the radio, and he said that Jones at that point in the race wasn't going to lift for him, and that he just got out there and spun him. So I guess he thought it was Jones' fault at that point, but I don't.
But he probably, and I've heard the guys before say in Joey's defense that sometimes when somebody packs so much air on you, it feels like somebody's giving you a bump.
Yeah. Well, either way, once again, I was there when he got out in Atlanta, and I was there when he got out in Daytona, and
The crowd went
same
crazy.
sentiment.
Yeah.
We could hear him on
Except-
the TV.
There was a whole family of Logano fans up there, and one woman, she was so pissed. She went down there to the fence and was hollering and screaming and cussing out whoever she felt like it was, I guess. And it was so funny. The people in front of us was taking pictures of her and texting them to their friends.
Huh.
Down there waving her Logano towel or whatever. But
Yeah.
But we could.
the rest of them were talking about sending Eric Jones a Christmas card. So
Okay.
When we were here watching on the TV and he spun out, I looked over at Frank. I said, "Dude, I can hear the I hear the claps
yeah.
and the
Yeah, you
cheering
do.
on the TV.
Yeah.
Like it was just that overwhelming." I was like, "Well, I reckon nothing's changed since Atlanta."
Yeah. So you had one of them Madhouse fans there, huh?
yeah. Well, there weren't any. Maybe, I don't know. They only made 2 Logano kids cry, so it's okay. There was a bunch of Blaney kid fans.
Well, they got an exciting night.
Yeah.
His trailer was lined up out near the Florida Georgia line, I think.
I don't see where that Blaney just doesn't beat Chase Elliott for
Yeah,
You
fan
think
vote
he
of the
would.
year. I mean, he just seems to be more popular to me. And
He was in the
dang
top
sure got more personality.
5 of the fan thing last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. I like him.
Oh yeah.
He's got personality. But going off of, I just find it interesting because, I mean, like, I think y'all probably remember when we were getting near Atlanta, there was like a Kyle Busch sign or something posted out. But that was the only thing. There was nothing else about any other driver. And then there was another Kyle Busch one coming towards Daytona. And then, so I don't,
Maybe Kyle's putting them out himself.
yeah, I don't know. I just find that interesting that there's no Chase Elliott stuff or anything like that.
Especially in Atlanta, you would think it would be
Yeah.
just covered up. Which we know there were
There were people there.
fans,
They were sitting right in
There
front
was
of
some
us.
around us at Daytona too.
Yeah, they went pure
They
nuts
went
in
to
Atlanta.
just screaming when he did his. They talked to him before the race.
Hmm.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I got a few takes I want to get into.
All right. Well, I think we all pretty much done talking about the regular stuff for the race, aren't we? I'm just asking if Frank's got anything else, really.
I got plenty more, but yeah, let's move on.
All right. Well,
Talk about some takes here.
All right, well, a bunch of mine have to do with the Xfinity stuff, but it's general stuff. It don't have to be Xfinity.
right.
Number 1, agree or disagree with Zillish getting out of the car?
After giving a lot of thought, I agree. I didn't to begin with. I said that's stupid. But then after thinking about it, you can get banged up pretty good at Daytona. And why would you want to throw the rest of the season away for that?
That's why he had to miss after Talladega because he got hurt.
Yeah. So I would Dale Earnhardt have done it?
No.
You know, would Buddy Baker have done it? You know, how all the guys back then? Heck, no. They'd have taped their head back on their shoulders and raced. But it's a different breed now, and these guys aren't big, bulky men like they were either. I mean, you ain't talking about a man that gets out there and chops wood all day or throws cows around. You talk about a smaller. Most of the drivers are smaller and younger, and you know, I understand they work out, but you can't make yourself a tough man. You can make yourself stronger and more healthy, but you can't make yourself more of a man.
Well,
it's just generational. It's different, but I think at the end of the day, for the team, I think that was the right thing.
Yeah,
I disagree with it just because I want it to be like it used to be.
Yeah,
and I know
put some grown men back in the car.
If it was me, I would have been in the car. So I can see it though. I mean, we're now looking at the biggest prospect since maybe Jeff Gordon. So I mean, why kill your career here?
Yeah, he's young. I mean, when Earnhardt did it, he wasn't young and just getting started out. Yeah, well, that's what I was going to use. But yeah, so I mean, I guess maybe he's just thinking about the long run or something. And I'm sure Earnhardt was too at the time when he did his thing. But
no, all Earnhardt was thinking about was winning that next race.
I know. He was.
Them guys back there, it was a different breed than it is now, and we're not going to change that.
Well, what's another one you got?
What's that?
Another tape?
You got
do you think that this was the best Daytona race that we've had in the last 5 years?
Yeah. I mean, I'll say the next gen era.
Okay, we'll go with the next gen era. Let's go with that. Since they built this sled that they now drag around the racetrack, do you think that this is?
I think it's beyond. I think it's the best plate race, especially between Talladega and Daytona.
Are we including Atlanta in that too? Because that's a plate race.
No, I just said
okay.
Talladega.
Yeah, he just said. Yeah, just those two tracks. I would agree. It don't beat Atlanta yet, but as far as Daytona, I was very pleased to watch that race.
Yeah, that.
It just at the end of the night, it was like, wow, we got to see something good instead of there they go, lap 47, lap 48, lap. Oh look, he saved half a gallon of gas.
Oh, we're already on lap 160. I slept that long.
Yeah, exactly. That didn't happen, did it?
No.
I don't know what it was like there at the racetrack. I'm sure the fans down there were making some racket too, because it was exciting where I was sitting.
Yeah, I mean, the track's just so huge. It's just funny because they go by you and then.
That's a little different, isn't it? Real. And then it gets quiet.
You literally can't hear them.
It literally does. Yep, it literally does. Now, there was a time when they were running 200 and whatever miles an hour. You could hear a little buzz down the back straightaway, but it's never been.
That was something else I forgot. When they cranked them up, and I don't know, but either those cars are so quiet that you just can't hear them idling, or as soon as they did start your engines, they cranked them up and turned them right back off. I was like, are you serious?
When we were watching on TV, and a lot of the time they show the in-car camera for a lot of drivers. There were a lot of drivers that they showed. I was like, dude, they didn't even move their hands. Like, I don't know if they even pushed the on button or switched
I don't think some of them even fired up.
I've always wondered if they can get away with that, but I thought NASCAR would have some system monitoring to make sure they start.
Yeah, I think once this gentleman starts your engines, unless there's a red flag, your car needs to be running if you're racing. Yeah. Maybe that's a rule they could put in place.
Yeah. All right.
The race is on at that point, so let's get after it, boys. Quit sitting there plus saving. Well, we've had that discussion many, many times.
Yeah.
So I got another question about, I guess we'll just go with Daytona and Talladega.
Okay.
Who, if anybody, do you think is, at this point, the best speedway racer?
The one who won?
Huh?
The one who won?
You think?
It's one of the Penske guys, no doubt.
I still think Logano. Even though he monkeyed up, he usually seems to find speed. above and beyond what anybody else does.
I think you can make an argument for any of those three Penske guys.
So pretty much you think Penske's got
I
everybody
think
covered.
Cindric's led more laps than both of them.
Well, yeah, that's true, but
Well, that's kind of his thing, isn't it? The speedway
yeah,
races.
yeah,
like
that
this.
is. But it's a Penske
He just
thing,
got
so he's
stuck.
right. Yeah, it's probably across the board a Penske thing.
But do they look like the best just because they have the best cars? Is it a coincidence that the three best plate racers are all in the same team?
Well, now Joey's always been good at the plate tracks. When him and Kozlowski was there, they worked well together. He always did well. Blaney honestly
but see,
has been
then-
hit and miss, but a lot of that's been because he's got caught up in several accidents.
Yeah, and Brad, when he was there, was one of the best plate racers. So is it just
and
a
they work
Penske
together,
thing?
right? Yeah,
Might be.
that kind of makes sense now, don't it? Looking at it that way.
I mean, look at Xfinity. You had to say whether we like him or not, Hill or Love, but that's just because their cars are so much better.
Until this week,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have been very dominant. But this week here, for
Yeah,
whatever
they-
reason,
they were human
yeah,
again.
they were human again, just like you said.
All right, back to them, that race, and what we talked about earlier. Agree or disagree that Zilish gets full credit for the win in the books?
Because it's always been that way, I'm going to go with yes. Do I like it? No. But since that is one rule they've stuck to for as long as I've known,
Yeah, but
new era, old era, whatever, they've always stuck to it. So
I say that's one that they don't need to stick to. They can change that. one.
if they change it, okay. They haven't, though. That's the only reason I'm okay with it, because everybody knew that at the start of the race. They knew that 10 years ago. They knew that 20 years ago.
But like I've heard of other racing series. What's wrong with literally putting in the books Connor Zilish / Parker Kligerman?
And
Yeah,
let's do that. NASCAR, let's do that. Put Parker in there.
Heck, it was like that in Cars 3.
Yeah.
Like the movie, like really, because a lot of people in those movies, you know, they're like, you know, this is how they do it in NASCAR out. It wasn't real life, but in Cars 3, McQueen stops halfway through the race and lets Cruz drive and finish the race for him. But on the screen, it says Cruz Ramirez / Lightning McQueen win the race, you know. And I'm like, well, why can't they do something simple like that for real? Obviously, the points go to the full-time driver whose car it is, of course.
Yeah, but all the points didn't go to Connor, though. As I understood it, all he got was the finishing points. He did not get any stage points that Parker acquired during the race.
Did Parker get any?
I don't think he did, but that was probably part of the strategy at that point, not to worry about it. But they said on television, whether it was right or wrong, that Zilish would not get any points, stage
What's
points.
that explanation? That sounds.
That's what I heard. Now, you know, maybe I'd taken a Xanax or something. No, I didn't. But that's what I heard. Right or
Yeah,
wrong, that's what I heard, and it didn't make a bit of sense to me.
I don't know, but Zilish is now technically tied for the rookie win record in Xfinity with 7 now,
And we'll break it next weekend, most likely.
So as long as his collarbone can stand it.
And drive with like a little cast on or something.
Well, he can
race
start
mat
the
there or
race.
something.
They can run a lap and put Shane in.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, so you got this rule, right? So what's stopping? Why doesn't somebody just start a team and then have like a Frankie Muniz? He can start the car every day or every race, and then get out and let
Larson run.
yeah,
Zilish run a week.
No.
Bush,
SVG,
yeah,
Bush.
and just let, and then but he gets credited with the 30 wins they'll get him. That's not right to me.
Yeah.
Hadn't thought of it that way, but that's thinking outside the box for sure.
Trackhouse will be the one to try it.
Yeah.
They like to try those kind of things.
Hey, if somebody pulls it off, good for them. But I'm sure that's just like the wall ride. They'll make a rule up real quick about that one. No, you can't play that game.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
don't
just playing by the rules.
Yeah.
Yep.
Until they change the rule, and we darn well know they'll change the rule if they don't like the way it's coming out.
Yeah. All right. Y'all got another one?
Yeah, I got a couple more.
All right.
I guess we've talked about this plenty, but now that we're here, are the right people in the playoffs? Are there too many people in the playoffs? Where do y'all stand on that?
Well, I'm always going to say there shouldn't be 16, but the 16 that are in,
Can you think of anybody that you think should be out and somebody else be in? Should a Kozlowski be in because he ran good at the
I mean,
should
Busher
be
was
in?
top 10 in
Yeah.
points.
Yeah, should Priest be? You're right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So some of
I
them be in
think-
instead of, and here's some more notes I made, instead of you've got drivers like Cindric with 1 win, 2 top 5s, 5 top 10s. Bowman with 0 wins. Dillon with 1 win, 1 top 5, 5 top 10s. We're talking 26
And Barry.
races. Right. And let's see what Barry had. I've got them all written down here. 1 win, 2 top 5s, 5 top 10s, same as Dillon. They basically showed up, won a race, and then just kind of hung out the rest of the season. I mean, there's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them have less than 10 top 10s
Yeah.
for the whole season.
I'm back in the old, well, not old format, but the chase, I want to say it was. They had the wild card, right? Who was the highest, the person with the most wins that was not up there, right?
Right.
What if we flip it and we go the highest person in points that's not in?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I just,
There needs to be some tweaking because we got people in there that if they win this championship, and last year didn't set well, but it could be much worse than that.
yeah, I just feel bad because you realize Busher's been the one guy that gets knocked out. He's been the first guy out the last 2 years now because of this.
Well, I think Bowman definitely does deserve to be in there.
Yeah, I mean,
this
they've
year.
been on a very good
Yeah.
run. I think Bowman's going to make a deep run, honestly.
Several top 10, several
He's
top
got
5s.
He's got 14 top 10s and 6 top 5s, just
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
win.
I mean,
Which, in
he's-
my opinion, is a better season than Dillon, Cindric, Reddick, Barry.
Yeah, I mean, where is he in actual
Logano.
points? I don't have my phone.
But see, I'm still back to that, like on Shane, right? I mean, man's got 4 wins, but they're all the same type of track. Every other track, I mean, does he even have a top 10 outside
He's
of the road
got 5
course?
top 10s.
Does he?
And 4 top 5s. Yeah, I went
But
through
is
the whole
that
list
counting
and put
road
them down.
courses, or is that?
Yeah, that would have
Right,
been
yeah,
5 road
yeah, right.
courses.
So that's
Yeah.
1.
But that's what I mean. If it's all the same
He's
type
got
of
one
track,
top
I mean,
10.
yeah, I know that's how points are going to end up, anyways. But it's
No,
like,
that top 10 was when he didn't win at Coda. He still finished like 5th.
That's right. So he's got 0
Yeah.
top 10s outside of road
Yeah, we
courses.
talked about Richmond was tied for his best oval at 14th. He's
Yeah.
almost gotten there. But
I don't know. It's just
Does that make you play or championship worthy? Because every one of those guys, that whole list of 16 right now, are potential champions. We've got a bunch of them that we doubt that'll ever happen, but it could.
yeah,
it's like Barry. Does Barry really deserve to be in?
No.
I mean, he hasn't. I mean,
And the great guy, I'm sure, nice
Yeah,
guy,
but-
like him, love to watch him race.
Yeah.
But at this point, I don't think those guys should have the opportunity to be a champion.
nope. But that's what it is.
Now, I know everybody says,
Yeah.
well, you can go from the wild card in football. This is not football. This is not stick and ball.
this is racing.
They don't run plays, so you don't need playoffs.
Yeah.
What about time?
Huh?
They got a
Time-offs?
clock, right?
Yeah.
They run on a clock
Yeah,
with their overtimes.
sure they do. They run on
Yeah.
the clock with overtime. Now they do.
Yeah,
It is a scheduled race, so if it's 500 laps, let's do 500 laps. But none of that's going to happen. It don't make the excitement if you don't crash somebody with 2 to go and have 7 green, white checkers.
Yeah.
That way you can take a bunch of good people out of a race, or somebody that don't deserve it can get a win.
Well,
Yep. All right.
Just my opinion.
I have one take
Okay.
this week, and now it is not something that was particularly tied into this week, but it's something that I thought about more watching the race this week that I haven't yet, and that's this whole race. I didn't hear one thing talked about that I usually do hear talked about in a lot of these races we've watched lately and have seen, and that's all about the strategy, about the fuel saving, about everything, and it just made me sit there and go, do we have a fuel saving race problem? I know we brought it up earlier in the season, but really, I mean, it felt like, at Daytona, I mean, they were racing. I mean, of course, you heard about when they pit now or when they pit here or whatever, having enough gas for this, but really, like, they were all together. They were all battling back and forth for where they were going to be. They didn't just get strung out over a course of time, and it didn't come down to just when did you pit here. Of course, Cody Ware being up front did, but I mean, it just makes me think. Agree or disagree? Do you think that there is a problem with fuel saving strategy races now? Like, do we have too many of them?
Well, no, it's just like the problem with the road courses. We went the first 4 months of the season and didn't have any, and then we had one at Michigan, and then we went and had one at Pocono, and then we went and had one at Iowa, and there were probably one or two Indy. We had one at Indy. So, like, we just had a fuel race back to back to back to back, and then it's like, okay, I've had enough now.
But how do you, I guess here would be the other side of that, is how do you cure that problem? Change the length of the stages?
Yeah.
I think that could be one thing.
I saw
But
somebody.
everybody still, you still got the drivers that get better fuel mileage like Logano or whoever.
Yeah.
And if everybody says we can make it 55 laps, well, they're going to go 57 or 58 and then not account for a green, white, checkered. So.
Yeah, I saw somebody talk about just changing the size of the fuel tank or whatever.
Where they can run more laps. I mean, if you got to fall off in the tires, that'll solve all that, won't it?
Yeah.
Put enough fall off in the tires, and then they don't care. I want tires now. I don't care if I got 40 gallons of fuel left in my car. So,
I don't know.
But I think there's too many. I don't like the fuel strategies that come into a race. It takes away from who's got the best car or the best driver that day or whatever. But it's a part of it. But maybe tires would be the way to solve that issue.
It just feels like more often than not now, at least for me, that you don't see much racing anymore. You see more which, is probably, it does have a lot to do with the way they've scheduled out races, how different tracks are this, but it just, like I said, at Daytona, you didn't really see them, at least this time, they will do their single file thing, but a lot of these tracks lately, it feels like you get one person that goes out front, and then they just spread out, and you just don't hit my stand there, and they just
But
don't do much besides.
And you got computers. You got
pit
computers
strategy.
helping them call races now too, instead of somebody doing it by the seat of their pants.
And honestly, the cautions this weekend fell just right to where they never really needed to save fuel.
Yeah, that's true too.
They were able to run a full tank just about every time with no issue.
Makes the racing much more exciting.
Yeah. Well, speaking of cautions, do y'all agree or disagree? For example, it starts drizzling or whatever this weekend and on Friday, and they run 10 laps under caution. That's 10% of the race.
Stupid. Well, their excuse was, well, we're keeping the track dry.
Yeah.
The cars being on the track is keeping the track dry.
Yeah.
They got some of the finest drying equipment in the world out there. They don't need cars running
And
around
that
that
counter
racetrack.
doesn't have to keep going.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. You could say, all right, this is lap 12, and it's going to stay lap 12 till we put them back under
I
caution
don't
and
know
let them
why
go again.
they're so insistent on that, because they shouldn't count. I think after the stages the other night, they wasted 5 laps on a 2.5 mile track after each stage.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
We know that. They're wasting a bunch of time, and why I don't understand. Let's give the fans what they came to see.
But then on the other hand, what about there were so many spins and people hitting the wall and losing tires and all that never got a caution, or not until they absolutely had to throw one this weekend. What y'all think about that? Like Harrison, when he spun, he never got a caution. And
No, and I meant to mention him earlier. They pick and choose. I mean, it's as simple as that.
well, they were consistent this weekend. I mean, you had Hocevar. He was blown up for at least a lap before they got him one.
So you're saying they consistently don't throw it now?
For the weekend.
For this
Okay,
weekend,
just for okay.
Because that was Hocevar. BJ hit the wall. He never got a caution. Harrison didn't get a caution. There were some other people, I think, that spun. I think Quapple spun out and never got a caution.
Yeah.
They were pretty consistent about, we're not throwing it this weekend. I don't think they were going to throw one for Joey until he got stuck.
Yeah.
They threw that one pretty quick for some reason.
Yeah, and that was, so I don't know. But,
And then they hit the magic air shots on the car, apparently, and he was able to drive out.
well, I heard
I think if I was out there and I had them on the car just to mess with NASCAR, I'd be doing that going down the straightaway. Look like a low rider out there. Up, down.
I heard that the guy. Well, I think
There
for
you go.
those air things, you gotta. The track guys have to come up and put an air can in it or
Oh,
something.
you could put a can on it and put a valve inside the car where the driver could hit it.
Yeah, you could.
You'd probably get
But I
thrown.
heard
You'd
that-
probably get thrown out, but it
Yeah.
would be funny.
The guy that calls, like, actually makes the call to hit the caution button,
Mhm.
apparently his radio was picking up background noise when they threw the Logano caution, and they said you could hear some unhappy people in the background with that decision using some colorful language.
Are we talking about the drunk pirates again?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
what would we do with a drunken sailor?
But
Let them run NASCAR. No, they were consistent. We'll give them A+ for consistency. How about that?
yeah, just
Not taking Joey out of the
maybe
picture.
whenever you got a driver getting debris in his car and in his eyes,
Yeah.
throw the caution actually.
Yeah, that was not a good situation.
No.
for him.
No, that looked rough for him. But, yeah, I want to get back to that for just a second because I meant to talk about it earlier when we were doing the Xfinity thing. But, man gets 2 laps down, does the yeoman's work again, gets himself back in position, has a decent finish, saves his points position.
Gains on it.
Yeah, he did gain a little bit. So we joked about him winning last year and all this and that, but I think he's done exactly what he needed to do for his future in NASCAR. Are y'all hearing my
Is that
granddaughter up there
Louis
playing
Armstrong?
Oh, that's the trumpet.
She's-
I didn't even
I thought that
recognize
was a
that.
bee.
She has just got into trumpeting at school in the last couple of weeks, and I guess she's finally decided she got her
Hey,
voice
that
locked.
sounds better than I've heard so far.
Yeah, she couldn't even get noise to come out of it till apparently right now.
Perfect timing.
Yep.
So we had Hulk Hogan on a few weeks ago, and now we got Louis Armstrong.
Yeah, they were body slamming Hulk, Louis Armstrong. What's next?
The House
wonder
of
about that.
Legends.
That's right, huh?
The House of Legends.
Okay, we'll go with that.
All right, I got one more. Agree or disagree with there being no practice at all, and then qualifying gets rained out, so they literally don't run the car until they drop the green flag.
Austin, I think that was just a worst case scenario, and that's what they had to do.
But
Fortunately,
it wouldn't be if they gave them practice.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But how much practice are you going to do at a speedway track where you just run around there going, holding your hand on the wheel, going through the corner, going straight, going through the corner, going
Something just to get the cars.
I mean, the guys talk about their handling a little bit,
Yeah, it is a little bit.
and they could
but
work on
That
the
was
draft
probably
and
if
stuff.
it had to happen at a track. That's probably best case.
And they at least need to shake the cars down, because I mean, like Bowman, you got the car having an electrical issue. They could have caught that in
Yeah.
practice 2 days before or a day before.
Yeah, but you shouldn't. With the professional teams like that, and like I say, we're going back to, I understand mechanical things and electrical things happen, but your punch list should be such that should almost never happen.
Yeah. All right then.
I mean, they're not out there racing on dirt tracks, beating each other to death every week, and their cars bouncing through potholes. And I understand some of the tracks are rough, but they do have the best equipment and supposedly some of the better mechanics in the country. So don't make mistakes.
All right. Well, that's all of mine.
All right, I got one more. Just what if?
Okay.
What if Cody Ware had actually been up front at the end of that race and won that race? What do you think the reaction would be? Would people just lose their freaking mind?
I think we'd be having a different
About-
talk right now.
Yeah.
I think NASCAR would have years of
I mean, it could happen.
yeah.
I think
He could have been in 6th place coming off of turn 4 or 12th or whatever. They had a
Well,
correct.
Byron was in 7th at the 500.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could have easily happened. And we know he had a car that was capable of running with the pack at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, I
So
I
what
just
if-
think
what
in
if he-
general, Ryan Blaney saved NASCAR from
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's a perfect
a
statement.
lot of issues.
yeah.
Because everybody say he didn't deserve it either, and he didn't deserve. Well, there's a bunch of them up there right now that don't need to be champion this year.
Yeah.
Maybe later in their career, but right now it wouldn't be a good look. As it really, and I like Joey, but I don't think it was a good look last year.
Yeah.
And people go back and say, well, what about when Stewart won it? Well, Stewart busted their tail in the last 10 races,
Yep.
and he didn't have a horrible season like he makes it out.
Yeah.
Austin, you should have brought your trumpet.
Yeah. I'll bring it next week.
All right, you can go ahead and play a song. Just join in with her next time.
Yeah.
We'll just sit here and sit back and have a big old hoedown or something, I guess.
Well, I got one more final. This will be my green, white, checkered take, and I'm done.
Okay.
I say the drivers make this look worse than it actually is. What I mean by that is we've been harping on it. But 2 weeks in a row, we were in that dark spell where we didn't really expect anything good for a long time. And then we go to Richmond. It's supposed to be a bad race. Very good race. Ran in regulation. No crazy overtimes. Just a good race. Go to Daytona. Another good race. Again, no overtime, crazy finish. Just good, hard racing. And nobody trying to play save this and save that and whatever. I think sometimes the drivers make this look worse than it actually is.
I wouldn't disagree with you. I mean, because I think that's how it ends up being in a lot of sports. Is a lot of times they might run things down to the wire when they don't have to, and
Do you think
that
there's
just
ever
for
an
entertainment
occasion?
points?
Do you think there's ever an occasion where you got a driver leading the race and you got somebody back there running 12th or 13th, and with a lap or two to go, and he just goes, "That man ain't winning this race." I'm gonna try to give somebody else an opportunity to win the race and just take somebody out or spins out or whatever. You think that happens? I know it happens in dirt track because we've done it before.
It happened with Michael Waltrip. Well, not that,
Yeah.
but something like that.
Yeah, boy, that deal with Boyer.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to do. Oops, I slipped, especially at a plate track or something.
Oh,
A
yeah.
little touch, he spun, green, white, checkered. Somebody else gets an opportunity.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, I know for sure it happens at other tracks.
Well, I don't know. I'm just more saying that with how easy they just choose to take it and just choosing to run the strategy side and saving fuel the whole time. That I mean, we've been saying this whole race that they were just actually racing. They weren't worrying about saving fuel. And last week those tires were falling off real hard, but they were still going at it. I mean, you had Blaney and Austin Dillon side by side for forever fighting for the lead.
Yeah.
And I
So
think
you think the drivers could step it up at times?
yeah. I mean,
Okay, that's a possibility. I believe you might be right. I mean, if things are just going your way, you're already in the playoffs, you're in race 23, your car's not the best, I guess how hard are you going to push it when you got a car that you got to fight?
yeah. Well, that's all in mine. Y'all done there? You
Huh?
got another one?
Just
You good?
good race. Hope to see more plate races like it.
Hopefully they stay that way. I don't see Talladega ever being as good as this because Talladega's so wide.
Yeah.
You can just do so many more things there.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Maybe Freaky Bobby.
is there any your other stuff you had down that you want to go back to real quick?
I got a lot of stuff, but
Well, if you want to talk about it, we can.
I'm just very pleased with the race, but I'm trying to think what else I did have on here. I don't know. Oh yeah, here's a couple little interesting facts that I had.
Okay.
All right.
Do y'all know that Austin Dillon is now the third winningest driver at Richard Childress Racing,
No.
behind Harvick and Earnhardt?
I did not know.
He is ahead of Newman, Menard, Boyer, Burton, Robbie Gordon, Reddick, Busch, and Ricky Rudd
Yeah.
as far as wins for Richard Childress Racing. I
Yeah.
found that very interesting with 6 wins.
I mean, to be honest, he's one of the winningest drivers in the field at this point.
Yeah, it just, wow. I never thought of it that way, but all the wins that Childress has had over the year, I guess almost all of them have come from
Oh, they were all two drivers.
Yeah, Harvick
basically.
and Earnhardt, yeah.
Just like Stuart Haas. All their wins were with Harvick.
Yeah.
And another thing, and let's see, we got our Jimmy Johnson. No, we don't have our Jimmy Johnson shirt up there. I'm safe this week. I just want everybody out there to know that Jimmy Johnson has officially missed the playoff for 7 years in a row. He finished 38th in points this year, behind
Catherine Lake. I saw that. I saw that yesterday.
Whoever put that online, you're just a dirty son of a gun.
We told him to retire.
Yeah. Damn it, Jimmy, retire. It's time.
He's going to push
7
it more than Matt
championships.
Crafton.
Yeah, 7 championships, and now he's tied it with 7 not making it into the playoff.
Yeah.
No, that's just I read that online and just chuckled. I said, these people they got stats for everything.
Todd Gilliland has the stat for the first driver to ever have the new A-post deploy.
Yeah.
He posted that himself on X. He wanted to have that credit. So.
Well, good for him.
All right.
It's good to have accomplishments.
So we had something that we discussed and also said he hadn't heard it earlier, but was about the little visor things running down the right side of the car that I heard Denny, and we talked about it, may not be true, but apparently Denny had said, look, see if you can find anything on it. Said that the 6 car and the 17 car were both missing theirs after the race.
Yeah.
You saw that too?
Yeah.
I
thought I saw that.
I wonder if that's some AI generated stuff or what. I guess we'll see more about it through the week and know what really the truth was. Did he really say it, or they got so much good AI stuff? Sometimes you believe things that aren't true.
Yeah. Are you looking for it? Or?
I'm looking for it, yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, we can move on, and
right.
if he finds it, be good. I'm just curious, did it really happen?
Scrolling.
All right. Let's go into the track back news from the past week.
Yeah, we got some bad news this week,
Yeah.
don't
First, Humpy Wheeler passed away.
Yeah.
we? Yeah. Did y'all ever even were y'all ever even around racing enough when Humpy used to put on some of his shows?
I mean, I wasn't around, but I just listened to an interview with him.
Yeah, the legacy of
yesterday.
that man and some of the crap he put on at that racetrack. I took my son there when he was probably 9, 10 years old, something, and we got there for the 600 at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning because he was dying to be there. And I said, son, it's going to be a long day. But anyhow, we went. You do for your kids.
Yeah.
Before lunch, they had stuff going on that track, and it actually turned out to be very entertaining all the way up until the race started. They just had things going on and on and on. And Humpy was a showman, and NASCAR needs more people like him out there putting on shows for the race, and I think that would very much bring more fans back to the stadiums if you put on some of that stuff.
He was the first man to put All-Star under the lights, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He put lights around Charlotte.
Yep.
And I've been listening to this thing that Dale Jr. put together. He did a real deep dive into becoming Earnhardt like before, like in the 70s. And there they said that Humpy's one of the guys that actually helped him get his first ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He sure did. He did a whole lot for NASCAR, and I just like I say, NASCAR needs more people like him in the sport
He'll be
to
missed.
promote the sport. Yeah. And I think he had some battles along the way with his track owner, but usually I think he got his way.
Yeah.
Because he had such good ideas. Well, that's not the only other news. I'm sure you got some more.
There's plenty.
I got some.
What is it?
What's yours, Connor?
Mine's kind of a big thing I want to talk about, so we can save that.
Well, they're all big, which
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'd just like to go ahead and talk about the schedule that got released for next season. That happened this past week.
yeah.
Like it or
What are your
dislike
I
it?
just want to talk about what our opinions are on it, because I have a lot of opinions on it. But I can go first. Y'all can go first.
Go ahead. What you brought it up? What do you think?
Well, number one, we talked about this the other week. Because it was rumors then, but it's confirmed now. All-Star race at Dover.
Boo. Boo.
Put some lights up. Do it at night, please. I don't want to watch an
What do you
All-Star
think,
race
Austin?
during the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the worst ideas they've came up with.
Thank you. Now, I haven't seen anything positive about it from nobody. Nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm sure Dover likes it.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody else.
Okay, I do want to add this. So,
Okay.
just Northeast in general, my takeaways here. Dover had 2 races just a couple years ago. Then they backed them down to 1. That one race has been packed. Those fans have been showing up. We always want attendance. They've been attending. And then now they lose their points race and just get an all-star race, and they don't even get a points race. That's disrespectful to that audience.
Yeah.
And that entire northeastern crowd, because that's where Tommy Baldwin's from, and he said that he thinks NASCAR is in a dangerous spot with making that whole northeast mad, and that
There's a lot of race fans up there.
Yeah.
A lot of racing going on up there. Them
He said
jokers
that-
race sometime Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
yeah, and he's saying that they're going to keep on with this, and those guys, all those people out there are going to have grudges, and they won't really be letting that go anytime soon. Because not only is it with Dover, but I mean, you had Pocono. That guy, they lost one of their races. And then Watkins Glen. They're going to race in New York in early May. Those fans said they don't, that's one of the biggest camping races of this year.
Yeah.
And those fans said that they don't pull their campers out of storage until Memorial Weekend. So, I think that's the biggest issue with the schedule, in my opinion.
Well, I still think that the All-Star race ought to be at Charlotte, and for more than one reason. It is a good race that they have there, but the other reason is that was always like a home race for the guys.
Yeah.
They got to come there, be at home for 2 weeks. You know, they'd have the regular race, and then they'd have the Charlotte, the All-Star
Yeah.
race, and it would give them time to be home for a little while, enjoy whatever they do while they're there.
And now it's one of the best racetracks.
Yeah,
I have not heard a single person ask why it's not at Charlotte. I'd really want to know why they couldn't do that. But
and I know they raced the same track 2 weeks in a row, but it was two completely and utterly different kind of races, two
Yeah.
different formats. And I just think the idea of giving the NASCAR teams a chance to do it right there at home made it more special.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they also helped the teams out a little bit. They got an extra off week, so they
Yeah.
get 2 weekends off now. Coolest thing I'm thinking, North Wilkesboro points race.
That was my next question. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, I love it. Because, I mean, I
It's
don't even
become-
know if I wasn't alive last time that was a thing, so I just...
You know who won, don't you?
You said Jeff Gordon, didn't
Jeff Gordon won the last one, and that was there were some people pissed because he was a young fella then.
Oh,
He was young and up and coming, and he won it, and that was one of those things they wanted somebody like Earnhardt or one of the hardcore old guys, Rusty, or
Yeah.
somebody to win that race. And when he won it, there was some people mad.
Yep.
But I mean, he was hot then, so it was kind of
you? Yeah,
one of those things that they knew could happen.
I really like that.
Yeah, you know, it's been a while because heck, he's done retired,
Yeah,
runs a bland team now.
yeah.
Well, there's one thing about this that I've noticed about the schedule that there's two things that I'm not very happy about, and that is, why does Phoenix still have 2 races? I mean, you could find so many other tracks to
The
put there.
facilities.
I know that, but it's just that
No,
ain't
I
a
agree
good
with
race.
you. I'm
Uh,
just
it
saying that's why.
I know why, but it just. I saw the schedule. I was like, "There's so many other tracks like you
That
could
and
have
their
brought
fans
back
show
and
up.
stuff." Well, they do, but it's just a boring race to me, and I
Yeah,
hate
I mean,
it
it
being in the
is.
playoffs. And then the other thing I got is still too many road courses on the schedule. There's 5
Well,
road
5
courses.
now,
They
yeah.
took it down 1, but I still think 5's way too many. You need, I think, at most 2 or 3.
I thought we agreed on 4.
Did we say 4?
I thought that's what we agreed on
I said
at the last road course.
3.
Well, you got to do this incrementally. You ask for 4, then you ask for 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And, then,
I
and
really,
then you keep going until you put Shane and Connor out of business.
I think
Hey,
obviously.
Connor can win on
Oh, that's
oval.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Obviously, you would keep
Maybe not in that
Watkins-
stupid track house car, but he'll give it a shot.
We'll see what he can do.
There you
I
go.
mean,
That's the other big news, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, hold on, we'll get there.
Okay.
Um,
We won't get there now.
I think go ahead and cut the Roval and you can keep your street course in Watkins Glen, but you can
Yeah.
cut the Roval and you can cut. I really think you can
Definitely
cut
the
Coda.
Roval.
I don't
Yeah,
really care for
definitely the
Coda.
Roval.
Everybody wants the Roval going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one
I
of those
think they're
races.
just trying to
Why
rub
is
it in
still-
our face at this point.
Yeah, I just.
You can't have the All-Star race at Charlotte, but watch this.
Yeah.
No,
Watch
I don't
the
want
Roval.
to. I don't want
Thank
to.
you.
Yeah. Well, 2 other things I had. one, leading off the road courses. Do you realize now that the trucks are running more road courses than they are short tracks?
I did not know that.
No, I
5
did
road
not know
courses,
that.
4 short tracks next year. If you go back a couple years ago, they were only running 1
Yeah.
road course.
Yeah.
The truck series was made on short tracks. The
Yes,
truck
it
series
was.
is grassroots. That is wrong.
Used to be, supposed to be. But
I don't like that.
No.
And sorry, I'm trying to decide where I want to go. One thing, just to add on to the trucks, they're coming out now saying that in the next 2 to 3 years, I don't know if y'all have heard, but no telling how these guys are going to afford it because they don't have the money that Hendrick and Gibbs do. But trucks are supposed to be going to spec vehicles in the next
Alright.
couple of years.
I did not know that
I
either.
didn't know that neither.
That's a rumor that's going around.
Mm.
But the other thing I pointed out, which isn't as big, but they scheduled Richmond on the same night as the Knoxville Nationals next year, so Larson will not be doing that.
Yeah.
And he's been there for, I think, the last 10 years in a row. So
Time for another double.
No, they can't do that because they
No.
run both of them.
Yeah.
And they're both night races.
Yeah, night
Yeah.
races. Yeah, so maybe Rico will
But-
get him one next year.
I have.
I guess what I don't-
What about the other big truck news?
Well, hang on. I have 2 more things about the schedule, then I'll let the schedule go. I got 2 more things I want to bring up. First of all, the comeback of Chicagoland. I want to celebrate because I know it's been confirmed for weeks, but it's officially on the schedule now. We have a date for it, which is
Yeah.
July 4th weekend. Why would you not make San Diego that? I'm still with the patriotic thing this year for 200th birthday of America. I'm like, you have a naval base and all that you don't want, but
I would guess there's more to that.
probably. But I like Chicagoland. I think that's-
they probably got it as close as they could. It's 2 weeks before.
Yeah. I was looking at that and I was thinking, I was like, darn, that would have been neat. But Chicagoland is an awesome track, and I'm glad it's going to get its shine on that weekend.
Yeah.
And the last thing I have about the schedule, real quick, is they confirmed with the schedule they released, the TV people that'll be doing it, and Prime gets another 5 races this year. Same races they got this last year, of course, substituting San Diego for the Mexico race, or I guess substituting the Mexico race for San Diego. But I'm really happy about that. Wish they would have gotten more.
They don't
Fox
get
still has to.
Wilkesboro?
No. The Wilkesboro is a TNT race,
Oh.
which
I thought they'd make sure Junior was in the booth for that.
well, he still does TNT, doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I know he did this year, so I don't know, but I was hoping they would have more,
Yeah,
at
I
least
think-
take up some of Fox's spots. But
Yeah, he was pretty much instrumental in helping getting Wilkesboro back on the schedule, wasn't he?
Yeah.
think that was all him.
Yeah, that was.
I heard that they're putting money back into getting the Nashville Fairgrounds back going now too.
Ooh,
So that might be a few years in the making.
do that instead of the Roval, please.
What's
Please.
so? What do you think?
You could run a dirt track right down the road here instead of the road, as far as I'm concerned.
No
I
kidding.
mean, it's that bad, but
So do you think the spec trucks will be dumb? I didn't get to ask.
Oh man.
yeah.
All right, I don't want to harp on it until that's.
What do you think?
real.
I mean, what do y'all think?
I mean, yeah, that's really
that's-
it costs a bunch of money. Those guys are not rich. I mean, they got more money than your average person, but not to run a NASCAR team.
no, when it
at any
originally
level.
started, there was some ultra low budget team. I mean, when they first started with the truck series, they were akin to ARCA. They would actually take a break for cautions.
Yeah,
For a race break caution so they could change tires and all because they didn't have the pit crews and all to do it. Now, I know you've got some bleed over now between NASCAR, Xfinity soon to be, and
Yeah.
the Cup Series and all that bleed off down to the Truck Series, and they get a little help here and there from some of the Cup teams and this and that. But it's still just, you're right, it needs to be as close to grassroots with a good, safe vehicle.
yeah. Well,
So-
all right.
So leave them alone.
Yeah.
I guess we can keep with the truck news. So where you're going, Crafton?
That's one of them.
So we got Matt Crafton. We said he should retire last week.
Yeah.
He listened. He
He
is now
listened.
retired,
Well,
Yeah.
and Tom Majeski will be taking his place.
Yeah.
They starting to listen to us pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, that's.
I'm starting to think we got.
I mean,
a lot
all
of
we had to do
secret
is suggest.
fans.
Who else do we want to retire? Shoot, we'll get something going.
Jimmy
on.
Johnson.
Well, we've done said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Jimmy, hang him up.
Uh-huh.
Yep, it's about time. What is Kraft now? 68, 69?
80, I thought.
Yeah, no, I think he's around 50 though.
Yeah.
It's time. I mean,
It don't matter.
49.
I think his driving ability has waned enough that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go, hey man,
He's
go,
got
go,
other
get,
things
he's
to
got
focus
dirt, he
on.
got into dirt track racing some a little while back. Maybe he's still doing something. Go enjoy yourself like
Yeah.
Kenny Wallace and Kenny Schrader and some of them, man.
Yeah.
You'll have more fun doing that than you'll ever have running around in that truck, I do believe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hang out with the common people, have a great time, sling a little dirt in your face, go home at 3 o'clock in the morning, drink a few beers if that's what you do. I mean, enjoy
Yeah.
it. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
He raced. He won several 3 championships.
2 or 3. I don't remember.
Yeah, he had a decent career. Move on. Enjoy life, buddy.
Yeah. Well, along with them, Colleague is now purchasing 5 truck teams and will run Ram next year.
yes.
Fully funded by Ram, as I understand.
Yeah, but they bought them from Spire, and Colleague are a Chevy group in every other series, so they're saying that. Has this ever happened before? They'll be running Chevys in the top 2 series and then Rams in the bottom.
Well, they've
series?
explained that they really don't have an option, so they're going to keep. They're going to
Yeah.
keep. They're going to keep all their relationships.
They say they're going to put a wall between them and not share anything.
Eh.
Yeah,
You
I don't
believe
know.
that?
No.
I would just be worried that Chevy's going to start cutting you out because it looks like if you're
They probably will. Maybe Ram will get on, or Dodge. I'm going to call it Dodge because that's what it's
Yeah,
always been. Maybe Dodge will get on into the rest of the series here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that's what
In
the plan will
27,
be.
yeah.
I think we might know where they're going now.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, 5 teams. That's going to
That's
be
a lot.
Yeah.
For a starting 2, they've
Big
never
undertaking.
done it before. That's
The
interesting.
Hemi is back.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hopefully they
And-
make an imprint in the series and do well.
Hopefully they
I just
move
hope
up.
they got the right people running
Yeah,
the
I'll
program.
be curious who the drivers are because I think they're saying Butterbean might get a ride. So
Gosh, I hope so.
We got 2 we want real bad,
yeah,
and Butterbean is definitely
And
one
then
of the top
Cletus
2.
McFarland.
Cletus is the other one. That's 2. Put them guys in there
hope
and
so.
let's make racing great again.
yeah.
I mean,
Be careful now. That's political.
those guys are entertaining. That's all I'm saying. Let's make racing fun again. I don't care how you put it, but those
I'm only
guys are
joking with you. I'm only
entertaining.
joking.
Yeah, I know.
All right, and then I want your thoughts on this because I don't know that we've talked about this at all, and nobody has. And it's like, in my opinion, you're trying to fix something that ain't broke. But NASCAR is talking about raising the Cup start limit for the other series from 5, making it where they can run more than 5 races again.
I don't care.
Nobody's
There's an
asked
argument
for that.
There's an argument to be made both ways, and I don't really care. It takes away some wins from time to time, I guess, from lower series drivers, but according to some of the drivers, it ups their game.
Yeah. I think back in the day I would have wanted more, but at this point, I think Xfinity ratings are higher than they've ever been. These guys are making names for themselves. They're getting to race each other. We know who they are more than they're fighting for 10th with 9 Cup drivers in front of them.
Yeah.
And I think the only Cup guy that's actually made 5 starts is maybe Ross. So they don't even use what they have. So I mean, and nobody's asked for it. So why? But anyway.
Yeah.
And then where we're going early, we got breaking news. Just not foreseen.
Breaking.
Didn't know it was coming. Cannot believe it. Shocking. World altering.
Well, tell us, dang it.
Connor
that's
Zilish is going to the Cup Series.
No.
What?
Yeah, for Trackhouse.
No.
Yeah,
For who?
Trackhouse.
No.
Connor who?
Me?
You're kidding.
Oh,
No, you're Connor setting the pace.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't know. I had no idea people were looking at him like that.
He's
groundbreaking.
too young to go to the Cup Series.
I was going to ask you, so should he be held another year, or is he good to go for you?
What more has he got to prove?
Yeah.
Trackhouse, boy, they're going to be killer on.
Has he won at a short track yet?
Well, okay.
I'm just kidding. But yeah,
Out of anybody in the Xfinity Series that needs to move up the Cup, it's probably him. Is he too young? I don't think so. The boy acts very, very mature. He's still a kid. You can tell when he's out there running around in his shorts going he at the racetrack.
Oh, he just posted on his thing today. He said I think his first big boy purchase, and it's a Titanic Lego set.
I can't blame him. I'd buy like the big Lego Death Star or something if I had that money. I can't.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. What would you buy if you got NASCAR money?
Generally,
Yeah.
I would buy. I would buy it generally. 100%.
Yeah.
That's where my money be going.
I'd buy me a racetrack.
I can buy a race.
And I just go there every day and make lap after lap after lap after lap after lap. Me and my friends, that's all we do all day long.
Yeah.
I'd buy the
Piss off the
General Lee.
environmentalists.
Then I'd buy Kit. Then I'd buy the DeLorean.
You know, that's been the issue with the tires over the last few years. They had to take out the unsafe environmental oils from the tires, and that's why they haven't been wearing like they used to.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dale Jr. talked about that. All right. Do y'all have any other news?
I have one small thing.
What is it?
This is mostly kind of something for me, all my fellow gamers out there, but they did release the cover art for the NASCAR 25 video game that will be coming out.
I hear it looks good.
It looks good, but I kind of have a problem with it, only because I think for a game like this that's like so big when it comes, because you've got all 4 series in this game, they chose to do all Cup drivers on the front. All different manufacturers, I'll give them that, from different teams, but I think you could have done one from each series, I think. Or if you wanted to stick with 3, you could have just done one from...
Nobody would have recognized any of them.
I know, but
Maybe
it's just... I don't know. For me, like, just do representation if you're going to do that. And I was like, why Byron on the front? Like, you didn't want to do last season's champion, deserving or not. He was last season's champion, and Joey, but... I don't know. But then again, he made his living on iRacing, before he got to the Cup Series. So I reckon that's fitting. But...
I don't remember now. Did we talk about the deal with 23 Front Row Motorsports?
Yeah, you mentioned that at the beginning.
Okay. I couldn't remember if I'd got around to that. That's been about, an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
Or 2, I think.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're creeping up on
All right, y'all probably saw this, but we got to bring it up because it actually, I think it broke the NASCAR world at the beginning of last week. One of the people off of Harvick's podcast, I think he's on TV too, I don't know. Mamba Smith posts and says, "The point isn't to crown the best driver. It's to crown the best team who executed the best when the pressure was at its highest and the lights were the brightest." Thoughts?
I don't think he knows how racing works. I don't think that...
Did y'all see that, Frank? Did you see
I
it?
saw it. Now that you said that,
Yeah, Denny. A bunch of people replied on there like, "Wow, whoa, did you really just say that?"
Yeah.
The team that executed the best, so not because like their competition just blew a tire on the last race or something.
There's a little truth in that.
A little bit, but at the end of the day, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
What driver did the most to get there?
Yeah, there's
I don't think you should say it's not to crown your best driver.
Yeah.
No.
He
but
said it a very bad way.
He did, but there's a little bit of truth in that.
Yeah.
But it's a team sport. It's not all about the driver.
No.
Believe it or not, any racing, if a man...
I mean, we've been talking about all the strategy.
Yeah,
the driver don't do the strategy.
If a man races by himself and shows up every week and does it all by himself, he's done a lot of work. I raced one year right by myself at the dirt tracks. I raced 20 races that year. I had $100 a week to race on. Yeah. And I had to make my way through that whole season. I was pretty young then. You know how careful you are when you go on the racetrack. Know you got $100 to race on that week, and you got to try to make enough money though, where you can come back the next week and race and afford your gas to get to the track, and entry fee and pit fee and all the things that go along with it.
Yeah.
And if you tear up a tire, you got to make enough money to do it. So yeah, that's no way to race. Racing is a team sport, so there is a little bit of truth in what he said.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to bring that up to lead us into our game this week, which will be predicting our championship picks all the way through every round. So
You know what happened the last time we had to pick a bunch of drivers to do real good in something, how that played out.
Well, they didn't. They started at a plate track that time. This time there is not a plate track within.
Well, Ty Dillon
sight
almost
for
won
two
that one.
rounds,
Just so
so-
y'all know.
You're going to Darlington, Gateway, and Bristol,
Yep.
and
That's
then
your first round.
New Hampshire,
In Kansas.
Kansas. Sorry, Vegas is round 2 next year. Kansas, and then the Roval. So the Roval is the craziest thing in the first 6 races.
Yeah.
So anyway, who's going first? Who's out in round 1?
Well,
I'll take it if y'all don't want to. Let me get to where I wrote it down. Round 1. I'm saying the drivers that will go out in round 1 are Shane Van Gisbergen,
bold take.
Austin Cindric,
Bolder take.
the other Austin,
That's,
Dillon,
that's
and Tyler Reddick.
Oh boy,
really.
I could see it.
He hadn't been running good.
I could
he's
see.
starting-
Anytime there's been pressure on him this year, he hasn't performed well.
Yeah, they've started. He's starting below the line, and where's the? They normally run good at Darlington, but I don't know about the other 2 tracks, so he might have issues.
Pressure's been a problem. Him or his team or whatever, pressure has been a problem for them this year.
Yeah.
And when they do run good, it's like, oh, we're doing good. No, let's screw it all up.
Yeah.
Before
All right.
I make mine, Frank, you got your stats over there you were reading earlier. Can you tell me about Barry's top 10s and top 5s recently?
I
No,
think
or
he said
all season?
Barry had
1 win, 2 top 10s.
5
That means
top-
one of those, top
top
5.
fives and
Yeah,
5
which means
top
one of
10s.
those was the win. So he got 1 top 5 other
Okay.
than the win and 5 top 10s.
I think I'm with you on all of them, but I'm on.
But he has
say,
performed a little better as of late.
I think Barry will get it out in the first round instead of Reddick, but I'm with you on the other 3. I think both Austins are going after the first round. I think Shane's out because he hasn't been consistent enough on ovals, and I haven't seen nothing much from Barry. He has done better, but not good enough to where I think he'll make it past the first round.
All right,
So-
well, I'll keep it simple. Connor got the same thing as me, so we're taking out both Austin, Shane, and Barry. Round 2. I'll go first since I went last. Round 2 is. Then we're getting rid of Reddick.
Okay.
We're getting rid of Joey Logano,
Ooh.
Ross Chastain, and Alex Bowman.
Ooh.
Well, me and you halfway agree on that. I got Logano and Bowman,
All right.
but I also have Barry and Wallace.
So we've only got one different driver so far.
Yeah.
Because I had Reddick in this round. So.
Yep.
Dang, dude.
I pretty much have the same as y'all, except I think I'm going to go with to get out in the second round. I think Bubba's going to get out. And Reddick, Bowman, and then Joey. Yeah, so I
So
think
you got the
Bubba's
same
going.
as Frank, don't you?
Yeah. So I didn't even think about. Yeah, I do got the same
Yeah.
as you.
All right, and then round 3,
Let's see where. did
you
they
go first, Connor.
New Hampshire and. No, wait, sorry, that was. What am I looking at?
Phoenix, Talladega, and
That's-
Martinsville.
That's right.
You need me to go?
Wait, no. Phoenix is the championship for that, ain't?
Or no, I keep thinking of next year's schedule.
Yeah,
Dang it.
because I was looking at this. I was like, "Where are you looking
We're
at?"
still in 2025.
Martinsville, Talladega, and Vegas.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So to get out, then I think Bell will get out. I don't think he's making it all the way this year. I don't see it.
Yeah.
I think Bell will get out. I think Byron's done.
Hmm. You can say it.
Much as I like Larson, I kind of think Larson might be done in that round. I think that it might be Larson out
And
Briscoe.
Wow.
I think something's gonna shake up in that round.
well, unless Frank's got him, I've heard 0 people that have Larson making it to the Final Four.
I don't have it.
Yeah, so I don't know anybody that does, including all the people in NASCAR that I've heard. So yeah, I'm saying
Just hadn't performed well enough.
No.
I think Bell's out. They've been pretty invisible for most of the year. Larson's out. I think Bubba's out in the round 8, and then Elliott.
Well, we're still real close because I got Elliott, Bell, Larson, and Briscoe,
Yeah,
which leaves somebody in that I didn't think I would leave in, but I just think he's got a fire lit under his butt now with his new teammates.
yeah. So, Final Four?
My Final Four are going to be Hamlin, Blaney, Byron, and Ross.
No way.
Huh?
There's no way. You said, okay, yeah, alright. I'm saying Denny, Blaney, Briscoe, and Byron. I think Briscoe's on the most consistent, underrated run right now. I think he's going to come from.
So
being
we
down.
got 3 of the same there. I mean, it's not that far off. I'm just saying that I'm going to have to stand behind my man, Ross, and say he's going to make it to the Final Four just because I think he's going to have a fire lit under his butt, and so is Trackhouse. And if Shane goes out early, they're going to put all their efforts into making him go somewhere.
What if Shane gets through the first round and Ross don't?
Then Ross is screwed.
Yeah, no kidding.
and he may not. He hadn't performed that well. I just think they're going to up their game. at
Who's
this
your
point.
Final Four, Connor?
Blaney, Denny, Byron, and then Elliott, I reckon.
All right, so
Because
we all got. So do we all
Yeah.
have Denny and Blaney, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then me and you got Byron, and me and who do you have Byron, right?
Oh, I
So-
definitely got Byron.
All
We're
3
all-
of us have Denny, Blaney, and Byron.
Yep.
It's just
So they'll go out the first round.
no.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't
And
see
who's
all.
the champion? Do you think Penske's still got Phoenix locked down?
You know what I think? I think, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again, I'm going to stick with it. I do truly believe that this is Denny's year.
And that's who I got.
I think that he's got a fire lit under him. I think he's got more motivation now than ever with this whole lawsuit thing going on. He is pissed at NASCAR, and he wants to show the world, hey, I'm here for something, and he finally is going to get that championship.
And I think right now he's probably the best driver he's ever been.
Yep. That's what I see. I see a
All right.
Denny champ.
Who you got, Frank?
I think y'all may very well be right, but I'm going to go with Byron
Byron.
Really?
because
No
of
way.
his crew.
Really?
Because his crew chief, I think, is going to get him the championship.
But
I
not
don't think
Blaney?
So.
Not Blaney? I figured he would have said Blaney.
Yeah.
I gave it a lot of thought, and I think that's going to be.
Hendrick's just been so bad at the flat tracks in Phoenix, especially. That they've said they've worked
I don't disagree with
so
the word.
much
I
on
don't
it, and they
disagree
ain't
with
hit
the
on
word you're
nothing.
saying, but
I just don't see him even being able to. Last year they couldn't even touch the Penske cars.
nope.
So I mean, maybe, but I just
Maybe.
don't think they'll even have the chance.
That surprises me, but you like to go for the underdog.
Huh?
You like to go for the
He's
underdog.
not an underdog.
I think he is in compared to Blaney. And, even Denny, I think he is.
Well, we got 10 weeks to find out,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and none of us will be right all the way across the board. If we are, it'll be.
I will.
Put
Just
your money
like I
on
told
that.
y'all last week with Daytona. By the way, I'm waiting on my checks for all y'all that made money off of me
Yeah, on Kyle Busch.
and Suarez and Priest.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Yeah, so you're welcome. Go ahead and put these in. Put your house up,
Yep.
your mortgage or whatever.
All of it.
It'll be worth it.
Mhm.
And I'll be nice. I only want like 2% of whatever you win, because I'm not gonna bet this time either. But
So what's that, like the basement or something? Or like a bathroom in the house? If they bet the house, you get the bathroom? Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, if y'all don't mind, just feel free to share because of my generosity. So anyway, that's our picks.
So wait a minute, that's your picks, but in your heart of hearts, who do you want to win it now? Your man's not obviously in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Also,
hold on, let me
Kyle,
look at the list.
Kyle Busch is your sentimental favorite or something like that.
2 years out of the playoffs, by the way.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you had to pick one guy that you really, really would just rather see out of those 16 win the championship, and we know it's probably going to be Larson for you, and it's probably going to be Ross for me just because we like the guys. Throw your main driver out and put somebody else in there who you would like it to be. How about that? And I'll do the same. Sentimentally, who would you like to win it?
Like throw my driver out?
Yeah, your driver can't.
So
be
Larson,
it can't
I
be
can't-
Larson,
I can't do that.
and it
Okay.
can't be Ross for me. And of course, it's not going to be Kyle. Kyle's got all props. Kyle's got 3 championships.
2.
2? I thought he
Yeah.
was 3rd.
15 and 19.
Oh,
Well,
you know more than me, but
Frank?
he's done enough in NASCAR with if he don't never hit another lick. He's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer.
I'm kind of split on a couple, but I think overall, the one I would really love to see win it the most is Ross.
Yeah.
I love Ross as a person and just the way he drives and handles stuff. I would love to see him become a series champion. I really would.
Yeah, it's funny because I went on such a swing with him, but I probably a year ago I didn't want Denny to ever see a championship, but yeah, I think
Yeah, I forgot.
I'd probably want him to win it.
I think at this point, Denny has become, and that's why I ask, a sentimental favorite that a lot of people want to see. And I think a lot of people are on board with me here, too. They'd like to see Denny win the championship, say, I'm done.
Yeah.
Done with
Yeah.
it. I got it. I got everything I needed here. Hopefully he gets his 60 wins.
Yeah, he said he wants to
championship.
win those, get there this. He said he's focused on getting the 60 more than the championship.
But I think
And if he doesn't retire, whatever. But I think
Well, he
sentimentally,
can. He's already signed 2 more years, so
you can get out of contracts.
you can. But
But yeah, he's probably gonna hang around because he's got to make money to pay back all he's losing.
But could you imagine how that track would be if Denny wins that championship? I mean, that would probably.
Oh,
be
you're gonna
on,
have you got some
almost
people
like
that-
when Earnhardt one day. Almost. I don't know
Yeah.
if it'll be to that degree, but
Yeah, but you got haters. You got
I know,
you got
but-
a lot of Denny haters.
But like even the people that hated Earnhardt still like he spent so many years trying to win Daytona, and
Yeah,
that's all he wanted. That's all he
yeah,
wanted.
he's becoming a bigger fan favorite at that point. And Daytona was really special.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just mean
Everything.
Denny's and everything he's gone through with his lawsuit and stuff that a lot of people know about. You know,
Not just that, but Denny's personality has turned around.
Yeah.
Just a whole lot of things about Denny Hamlin as a racer.
I,
There
He's
was
just
a time,
a better person.
There was a
Yeah.
time when Denny was kind of a dirty racer, and I don't
Yeah.
think you see that anymore. It's just,
no.
he's smart.
yeah.
But I don't know. Outside of that, I wouldn't mind if Blaney won another one. Like we said,
Yeah.
he's a cool guy.
There's a lot of guys I'd be okay with. I'm just thinking in your heart of hearts.
I'd be okay if Shane
I'd
Van Gisbergen.
also really love Ross to win one.
But Ross hadn't earned it, so
No.
he's my man.
Well, that
and
wasn't the point.
I know, and I'd love to see it because he's my man. I pull for him every week, but I don't think he's earned it. I can go down this list real quick. Who do I think's earned should actually be a champion or could actually say they could be a champion? Maybe Briscoe, but I still say no. Not champion, but do okay. Byron, yes. Larson, yes. Hamlin, yes. Blaney, yes. And Bell, I'm going to have to say no, not now. And nobody else. Honestly, that's the only ones I think have done what it takes to earn to be a champion this year. And Larson's almost iffy at this point.
Yeah, I was about to say Bell's probably done just as good as Larson.
Yeah, so he's kind of iffy. So really, Byron and Hamlin,
Yeah.
just the way I feel.
Well, I'd also love for Shane to win it just for the spectacle.
Ooh, wouldn't it be?
No kidding.
That's my dream. Him or
But
Austin
you-
Dillon.
Yeah, you got to get a top 10 here and there and somewhere beside a road course to make it.
You got to just about win the finals, so.
No, I just quit NASCAR if Austin Dillon won it. I ain't going to lie to you.
No kidding.
All right, well, we've kept these people. If you made it to the end, thank you.
Are we doing picks for
Yeah,
next
let's
week? Or?
throw our quick picks for Darlington and let them get out of here.
Brad Week. I'm just gonna say Brad Week till the end of the season. Now, I really want him to win. Brad Week. Who else is good there? I don't know. I had quick picks and I forgot them. They're all gone. Joey Logano and
I had some picks. That was 3 days ago.
Alex Bowman.
All right.
For no reason whatsoever. I'm just throwing drivers out there this week.
Well, Denny's always good at Darlington.
Yeah.
He just won it
Agreed.
this year. I think he'll win again, or at least be up there. Blaney, I think, is going to keep his run rolling. And I had Joey, but I swapped him out for Brad. So
Brad Week.
I'm going to go with all playoff drivers. Hamlin, Larson, and Byron.
yeah,
Just easy peasy picks.
I can't trust Larson there. No.
yeah.
I
Larson
can't
was
do
good
it.
once upon a time, but right now
I love him, but
I can't trust him
now.
nowhere anymore.
No?
But we'll see. So if y'all stuck it out this far, thanks, and let us know all your thoughts on whatever you cared to, and we'll see y'all after the Southern 500.
Come back if you enjoyed it. Same bat time, same bat channel. I love Batman.
Oh, that's right. You're Batman tonight, not Superman.
That's right.
Nothing humorous or funny to say, but we'll see y'all next. Well, I don't think I'll be here next. Well, yeah, well, that's right. We're
That's right,
staycationing.
yeah.
We're not vacationing. Okay.
That's right.
So I get to be here.
All right. Well,
Happy motoring.
see you later, crime fighters.
Coming to the checkers, and there. Good job. You only pissed off 87 other drivers, 912 fans, and set the sport back another 53 years. Just pay the $20,000 fine, and we'll try it again next week.